Hello everybody, and welcome to Bookbinding, another dark cozy sim for us to explore. Now this has recently been released and I haven't played the demo, but I'm very much a book person, and I did actually contemplate learning how to bookbind at one point, but So let's just double check the content warnings for everybody. So please do take care of yourselves. And if you don't feel comfortable watching anything like this or playing the game, do not worry, just click off. I'd rather that you take care of you and your mental health rather than watch me. Up on the screen is your content warning. So once again, just be aware of your own triggers. Let's get started. I haven't played this before, as I said, and we're going to go by Wisp. And I'm super excited because I just love books and the whole concept of being able to make your own books. To ruin one's own fate by twisting someone else's, to return to the life you wanted to escape from, to be afraid, weak and closed, to be different, to be a magician. What does all of that mean to you? Nathaniel. I made you a bed upstairs. It's probably not as sumptuous as the one you had in the capital, but it's warm and dry. Way better than ones in the orphanage, for sure. But don't take my kindness for granted, Wisp. If you bring in no income, you'll have to leave. I don't do charity. To be honest, I still don't understand why you'd come to me of all people. At our last meeting, you said you hated me. I have nowhere else to go. Why not stay in the capital? Haven't you made any friends in 5 years? Your sudden escape shortly after your lord's death seems suspicious, to say the least. I mean, both of that is really suspicious to say. Do you think it was me who killed them, or he fell off his horse? I had nothing to do with it. I don't know how he died. I'm gonna straight up ask. All I know is that you look like shit. And the expression on your face is somehow even more frightened than it was when we were kids. Something happened, but that's not a conversation for tonight. I need to make sure you're still a good bookbinder. Take this book, change its cover to, I don't know, the velvet one, make it look mystical, like it's an expensive grimoire. I'll sell it to some fool for triple the price. Okay, to open it, click on the book in Nate's hand. Yeah, sure, we'll walk through this tutorial. Let's do finish. Okay, doesn't like it. All these years as a noble's lapdog has made you soft-handed. You need to do better. From the public library. Yes, there's a public library in the town now. The author of the book is a local nobleman. No wonder he doesn't know commoners can't read. It was printed a couple of years ago to teach them obedience so that the nobles would beat them a little less often, as if it would help. What's wrong? You went pale. Nothing, I'm just tired. The day has just begun. Get to work. I'll come and check on you tomorrow. Don't make me regret I took you in, Wisp. Okay, press J. Ah, look. Our lovely 2-star... Our lovely 2-star book. Good morning. Are you open? Of course you are. You just rang the bell. Sorry, I always say stupid things when I'm nervous. You're a bookbinder, right? Oh, I'm doing this again, aren't I? Asking obvious questions. It's hard for me to talk to new people, but I couldn't just walk by. We needed more artisans because if the town doesn't earn money, it doesn't develop. So welcome. I'm Agate, like the gem. Guess you don't have a lot of customers yet. I'd love to be one of them. Could you decorate my textbook with an autumn theme, please? Sure thing. Thank you very much. I've always wanted to decorate my textbooks. Why doesn't anyone make decorated textbooks? They're always so plain. Forgive me for asking, my lady, but are you a magician? I wish, but no. I attend tarot reading classes as a free listener. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't upset that I'll never be able to put theory into practice. Be able to change people's lives for the better by the wave of your hand, make fate itself bend to your will. So much responsibility, yet so many opportunities. What about you? Are you a magician? I am, my lady, but I don't have the right to do readings. No, my lady, I am not. So I could lie, or not lie. I am, my lady. Oopsies. Really? I asked only out of politeness. I'd never have thought. It's such a rare gift, even among the nobility. And you're an artisan. It's so unfair that you can't use it simply because you were born into the wrong class. Of course, there are exceptions, but as far as I know, you need to be very talented for a noble to decide to hire you. I'm talking too much, aren't I? I should probably go. To be perfectly honest, the textbook is not the only reason I came here. I'm writing a research paper for university about lower classes and their problems. I'm convinced that understanding these problems can persuade the nobility to pay attention to them. So I go around asking artisans questions about their lives. But no one wants to talk to me. Or to be more precise, they only give me vague answers. Perhaps you want to participate? Probably not a good idea for me to do so. So, no need to apologise, I understand. Thank you for helping with the textbook. It was a pleasure to meet you. I'll come by in a few days, alright? See you later, and thank you. Uh-oh, spaghetti. Probably should have lied about my magic then, clearly. Good afternoon. The name's Stefina. I work at the public charity library. One of our books is in terrible conditions, and Sir Nathaniel said you could replace its cover. It's a romantic novel, really popular with the youths. They've read it to shreds, and if it keeps going like that, it'll fall apart. Sir Nathaniel offered me a discount. Mighty kind of him. So apart from the cover, put on the book those little metallic corners for better protection, you know? Sure thing. Okay. Thank ya. It looks much better now. Answers marked with an eye symbol provide additional information about the world and characters, but are optional. Okay, so it says thank you for coming by, and this is... oh god, apparently. Sir Nathaniel is a benefactor of our library. Nate? A benefactor? Hard to believe. He's a good man. The youths love him. By the way, this isn't a romantic novel. That explains why the book is so loved. Well, I don't care what folks are reading as long as they're reading, you know. It's their chance to become something more than a dirt digger, and if they gotta get a bit too excited over the process, so be it. We'd teach them maths and writing if we could, but the textbooks are too pricey. Nobody's gonna donate them to us, so we have to make do with what we have. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for helping me. Sir Nathaniel was right about you. Okay, let's continue on then. Hey friend, I'm in a hurry, so can you please serve me quickly? I'm delivering a package to the noble, and wanting to look my best. This notebook I've been using for years looks poor, for lack of another word, but I don't want to throw it out. Too many memories. Can you wrap it in leather? Sure. You can clearly see the hand of true master here. Very neat work. I could never do this, even if I was taught by best masters. My hands are too clumsy. Theo Bannon, your name sounds familiar. I doubt we met before, but you probably knew my father. I was named after him. He used to work in the artisans' quarters. May his soul rest in peace. Now that I'm looking at you, did you happen to live in the orphanage? I did. Why? Wisp? Is that you? My goodness, now I do remember. We lived in the same building for a whole year, just on the different floors. I was a little kid and you were a youth. I tried so hard not to catch your eye because I was afraid you might somehow curse me, or the whole orphanage, at once. That's not how magic works. I know it now, but back then I was horrified, so I breathed a sigh of relief when you ran away. No offense. It's the book in your bag. I'm not even sure you or I, for that matter, am allowed to look at it. It's intended for an important person, a noble, as I already mentioned. I don't think they would be pleased if they found out I were blabbering about their package. Didn't you say in a hurry? Right, I need to go if I don't want to get whipped. See you later, or maybe not. That was end of day, clearly. By the end of the day, your whole body aches from standing behind the counter. Sleep doesn't come. You find yourself staring at the chapel behind the window. The very same one you saw from orphanage many years ago, just from a different angle. It feels weird to be here, in this town. You can't call it home, not anymore, but it's the safest place possible. They won't follow you here. You saw and heard nothing. When he died, you were on the other side of the capital, in his mansion. It was an accident. You roll over onto your other side, wrapping yourself in the blanket. The nights are still too warm for that, but you would rather feel uncomfortable than unsafe, even if this thin layer of fabric is only an illusion of protection. As your body tries to sleep, your mind keeps spinning. Okay, so option 1 is you think of Nate, your former friend. You never thought you would see him again. You swore you would never see him again. Option 2 is you think about the capital, clutching the blanket even tighter in your hands. There were good moments too, weren't there? At least in the first year. And 3, you think about your future. Now that you can't do readings, you need to find another way to earn a living. You can't work for Nate forever. This is too much for you. Let's do number 1. His manners, or to be more precise, his lack thereof, are still the same. But he dresses differently, moves differently, and there's even more arrogance in him now. It's not surprising to you, though. From a simple pickpocket to a criminal feared and respected on the streets. No wonder he's full of himself. Still, it pisses you off. When sleep finally comes, it's restless and fitful. So, we used to be able to do readings. I'm assuming it's because that's what our noble hired us for. The slam of the front door wakes you in the hush of night. You leap from bed, hammering against your ribs. They're here. They come for you. Why didn't you hear them sooner? Why? You freeze, straining to listen. Footsteps rapid, sharp, familiar, echo through the silence. Nate? You hastily throw on your clothes and rush downstairs. Wisp, I need your help, quickly. You know how to get stains out of fabric, right? Clean this book's cover and then make it unrecognizable. No question asked, just do what I said. Oh, good lord. I've seen that book before in Theo's. Theo's, you know him? How? He came to the shop, didn't he? Shit. If he told someone about it, never mind. Let's deal with the book first. Is that blood? It is. That's why I'm here, you idiot. Help me. Have you gone mad? No way, don't drag me into this. You're still under my roof. Help me, or I'll throw you out to starve. You have no one in town except me, and you can't return to the capital either. You won't survive on the streets alone. We both know that. Okay, so we can't say I've changed. I don't need you. I won't die without you. We're not kids anymore. You have no power over me. At least tell me it wasn't murder. I didn't plan to kill him. I just needed the book, but he started to scream, attracting attention. He left me no choice. Yeah, I can't select it. I won't help you. Alright, let's see what I can do. Just be quick. Scrub brush. Yeah, definitely getting roped into things that we didn't want to get roped into. Thank you. I'll hide the book in my house. It'd be safe to keep it in Stefani's library, but I don't want to put her at risk. Why not just burn it? More chance to get caught. The fire pit will attract attention, and smoke from the stove will too, because no one uses them in the summer. Yet you decide to put me at risk. Don't start it, Wisp. Not now. We still have work to do. What next? One of the patrolling guards saw me entering the alley after the boy. When the murder becomes known, she'll put 2 and 2 together. We cannot let it happen. Tarot cards. You'll make it so I never get caught. Where did you get them? They were in the book, hidden between the pages in a paper pocket. I doubt the boy knew about them, and before you ask, I didn't know either. Readings can be done once per stage of life. I never had one in my adulthood, if that's what you mean. I can't. I don't have the right to do readings, not anymore. One crime more, one less. You already helped me with a murder. If they catch us, we'll both hang, believe me. Don't get stubborn. I'll need a personal item of yours. Take the bookmark out of the book. It's mine now. And one more thing. I noticed the cards differ in colour. Some of them are darker. If you draw one like that, don't use it. Do you understand? I don't want to find out where it'll lead. Wisp, do you hear me? Wisp? Then don't drift off in the middle of conversation. Okay. Oops. Death does not always the end of life. Sometimes it's the end of friendship or love or trust. Sometimes it's a curse, sometimes a blessing. You'll never know until it's too late. Flame. A symbol of hope, victory, or approaching end. As you touch the card, a wave of pain rushes through your body, but you don't even flinch. Too fascinated by its aura. Your mind is occupied with dozens of questions, yet your lips are sealed. Justice has many forms. It's the gallows creaking in the wind, and the spiteful glances of the crowd, the departure of a loved one. Everyone who is guilty will be punished. The question is, will the punishment fit the crime? Well, we need to pick two. I think... Death is probably the best option out of the three so far. Justice... Yeah, you can't draw anymore. Justice is... This one implies that this is the darker one. He says don't use it, he doesn't want to know the consequences. Justice is... potentially what's going to get us caught. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely one. But if I do that, I wonder, can I switch them around? If I do that. No. Okay, very well. Justice and death. Fate is on our side today. What now? We will wait. Closing the shop would be suspicious, so keep working. I'll be nearby in case something happens. Try to behave as usual. The guards may come to question you. And the cards? I'll take them with me. It will be safer that way. See you tomorrow, alright? Be careful. Good morning, ma'am. Would you be so kind to help a poor orphan clean her sketchbook and put book corners on it? Pretty please. I don't have money, but I have a pearl bracelet that I'd be happy to give you. And whose pearl bracelet was it? Definitely suspicious. So, we did readings for a noble. That noble suddenly died, potentially in a horse accident, while we were in his mansion. We fled for some reason. And have come back to our original home. Let's give you something simple, my dude. Oh, is there more dirt? Yes. And Nate has something over us, or had something over us when we were a child, but we were also feared by pretty much everyone in the orphanage, apparently, since we have magic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're a lifesaver. Here, the bracelet, just like I promised. You stole it, didn't you? Ma'am, you insult me with that assumption. Of course I did. Noble folk should share. I'm sure the lord I pickpocketed had a whole room for his jewellery, perhaps even two. And you're not afraid I might tell on you? You're working for Nathaniel. You and the law are incompatible things. Look surprised. Everyone on the streets knows him. You're a newspaper girl, right? Ma'am, for this kind of information, you should buy a newspaper. Or I could spill some tea with you personally, but the price would be high. One pearl bracelet to be more precise. Oh, you want it back? Alright, but the information had better be worth it. Of course, I don't cheat my clients. So, do you happen to know Otto von Benvik, our esteemed lord of the town? He assigned the elite guards to stand watch at the castle gate. I noticed when I was passing by. He'd never done it before. I think he expects someone important enough to be escorted by Maverick himself. Who's Maverick? The captain of the guard, Otto's right hand. I try to stay away from him. There are rumours that he likes to torture thieves to death. I get goosebumps every time I see him. I don't care about that, Otto. Is that all you know? Of course not, ma'am. But you have to pay separately for each new piece of information. I'm afraid. What happened to the sketchbook? I dropped it in a puddle. I'm a little clumsy. Clumsy? You're a pickpocket. Are you implying I'm lying, ma'am? I would never. Who's that in the picture? Your brother? Hi? An artist friend of his painted us when I was little. Do we look alike? Don't answer. I know we do. He's a good brother. Always protects me. Do you have any siblings? No. I grew up in an orphanage. Oh, we're orphans too. But we live on the streets. It's better than there. You should probably get going. I need to work. So do I, ma'am. See you later. I'm Jenna, by the way. Put in a good word for me with Nathaniel. I can be useful. Good day to you. I'd like to decorate my book with flowers and ribbons. Something with a soft texture. Just a touch. Is that possible? If you're worried I might get something dirty, I can leave. I know my appearance is repulsive, and I deeply apologise for that. Oh no, it's okay. Oh, okay. She wants bows and flowers. These flowers are so soft. I can feel them rustling beneath my fingers. And ribbons. Is it silk? Can't remember the last time I held silk in my hands. It seems like it was ages ago. Thank you. Where did you get the book? It was a gift for my birthday. A reminder of how beautiful, exciting, yet dangerous our life can be. I haven't finished reading it yet, so I don't know the ending. But I hope everyone will survive despite the title. A girl and a boy whose survival depends on the will of a powerful figure, not inherently good or bad. They are not the main heroes in the stories. She is. I'd say she's my most favourite character so far. She's unpredictable and it's mesmerising but scary. I hope she gets a happy ending too. How can you read if you're blind? I guess reading isn't exactly the right word. Listening fits better. There are people who are always willing to read a story to you. If you don't need anything else, don't worry. I was just about to leave, but before I go, may I ask, are you alright? I hear an unsteadiness in your voice. Did something happen? Everything's alright. I'm alright. I'm sorry if I was too intrusive. I just wanted to be sure. Goodbye. Perhaps I'll come again with another book. Oh boy, so definitely have a mystery on our hands. We'll do this day and then I think I will stop. Good morning, you're Wisp, am I right? The bookbinder. I was hoping to find you here. I'm Maverick, captain of the city guards, here on orders of Otto von Benwick. Benwick? I almost said Benwick. Lord of the town, I have a few questions for you. Do you happen to know Theo Bennett, Lord Otto's messenger? He came by the shop the day before yesterday. What did he want? He was acting normal. We didn't discuss anything except his notebook. I see. Theo Bennett was brutally murdered yesterday morning. He was found in an alley not far from here, with 2 stab wounds, one in the stomach, one in the heart. The guard who was patrolling the quarter at the time might have seen something, but she slipped on the stairs on her way home and hit her head, so hard she's unconscious now. Ugh, I wish I were joking. You're the last person who saw Theo alive. If you remember anything else, be sure to report to the castle. It's important. I'll see you again. So we could have lied and said he wasn't here, but I think someone else would have found out that he was here prior, so... Ah, you're back. Good morning, it's me, Agate. Remember me? I came here a couple of days ago. Are you busy now? I'd like to ask you to help me with my notebook. I accidentally spilled some wine on it. My mum will be furious if she finds out, so I need to get rid of the stains before I get back home. Which is right now because I won't have time to come here after classes. Nothing else is needed except perhaps ruffles. It looks a little too dull for my taste now. Sure thing. I think that's cute. Okay, I like that. Thank you, you're a lifesaver. And with ruffles it looks much better. If I can't wear clothes with ruffles due to our university rules, I can at least have them on my book. A small act of rebellion. I think that's all for today. I'd better hurry if I don't want to be late. Thank you for your time and help. I'll visit you tomorrow. Alright. Hey lass, I've heard you're a bookbinder, eh? I need your services. See all this dirt? Get rid of it, and put a new cover on the old one. Quickly lass, time is money. Do I want to know? Probably not. You know what? Yeah, let's just go with that. He doesn't want anything else. You know I could trust you, lass. Birds of a feather flock together, eh? I recognise the language on the cover. It's old Chalorian. My, you're an educated lass, aren't you? Who taught you? Some noble pig, I bet. Little. Title of the book is Exile. Well, I can only take your word for it, lass. I'm a simple fella, you see. I only know one tongue. I'm not sure I want to ask where you got this book from. And then don't lass. Curiosity killed the cat. If that's all you wanted, I'd rather go back to work. You're the one who started showing off your knowledge, lass. Not many folks to talk to, eh? I would say see ya, but we'll probably never meet again. I'm deeply suspicious. Oh, hello, you. Wisp, did you hear the news about the guard? She hit her head so hard she's delirious. She doesn't remember a thing. Nathaniel, I'm not the sort of person who takes pleasure in that. Have I ever told you that you're my favourite person? We can romance him? I don't think I want to romance the murderer. Who are you and what did you do tonight? Oh, come on, I'm not that terrible. Here, for your efforts. Oh, and one more thing. I decided to buy a letterbox for the shop. It'll arrive tomorrow morning. I finally won't have to walk here every time I need to tell you something. You can send letters to other people too, of course, if you want to. Whatever you may think, I care about your needs almost as much as mine. Now help me with the book. It's from Stefania's library. She asked for a new cover, copper corners, and some decorations of your choice. Right. Chalorian cuisine. There we go, that'll do. Beautiful. Stefania will like it too. You've always had a talent for bookbinding. Why didn't Stefania come herself? She's some work to do for me. She's my eyes and ears, so to speak. My messenger as well. A smart woman, much smarter than she appears. Does she know about the murder? She does, but don't worry, she can be trusted. Can you be trusted though? I think you owe me some answers. Fair enough. How about going to the tavern? Like in the old days, we can talk there. I really need a drink or two. It wouldn't hurt you to relax either. If you pay, I'm in. Of course. Shall we go then? Okay, let's go get our answers. Or at least some answers. The tavern is just as you remember it. Dim lights, the smell of dust and vomit, suspicious people whose eyes linger on you uncomfortably long as you walk past them. For Nate, though, it's a second home. His gait is relaxed and confident. He plops down at one of the tables, gesturing for you to join him. 2 mugs of ale, please. Nate waves a hand to get the attention of the innkeeper. The woman nods, her eyes shifting to you, a look of surprise on her face. She recognized you. You remember her too, always grumpy, always tired, always unfriendly to you, for some reason while cherishing Nate. Maybe because you're a magician? You don't care anymore. You still drink, I hope? Not anymore. I was too busy in the capital, and I was never that fond of drinking in the first place. So when you and I parted ways, you shrug, not knowing what to add. When you were kids, Nate really liked to boss you around. Did only what he wanted, only what he said. But it was a long time ago. You don't need his protection anymore. Now you have a choice, finally. Nate wants to say something, but the innkeeper's approach interrupts him. 2 ales for you. She places the mugs on the table with one hand and takes coins from Nate with the other. I see the noble's lapdog is back. Don't stick your neck out for her, Nathaniel. She doesn't even look at you when she says it and walks away faster than you can react. What's her problem? She's not entirely wrong, you know. About what part? Because so far I'm the only one who sticks my neck out for you. Let's not start this, Wisp. Not now. You wanted answers? Ask. Nate reaches for his mug and takes a few sips. You hate how calm and unbothered he looks. Why steal the book? What is so special about it? Nothing? Well, that's what I thought. Just that it's a very expensive book and that if I sold it, I wouldn't have to worry about money for years. I should have known better. It was transported incognito. You don't do that for expensive things. Only for deep, dark secrets you don't want to draw attention to. So you didn't know about the cards beforehand? No. Nothing at all? You said you've never seen dark tarots, but you heard of them? No, I try to stay away from magic whenever I can. He gives you an apologetic smile that doesn't seem genuine. Memories from your childhood in the orphanage surface one by one. Freak, abomination, witchborn, so much name-calling, sore bruises on your skin, a nosebleed. Nate tried to protect you, but it didn't always work out, and then his nose bled too. Wisp? His voice brings you back to reality. Have I satisfied your curiosity? You shake your head, and then take a sip from your mug before continuing. The ale burns your throat, driving unpleasant thoughts away. Do you know there's a captain of the guards after me, Maverick? What do you mean, after you? Are you under suspicion? Not yet, but he came to the store this morning, asking questions. Shit. The bastard is stubborn. He won't give up easily, especially with the murder involved. I'll testify on you to keep an eye on him. You know him? Let's just say he can be a real pain in the arse. Nate doesn't elaborate. You're smart enough not to ask further. It's useless anyway. In his eyes, he's more than allowed to keep secrets from you. We need to get rid of the cards unless you have another plan. I got in touch with an old acquaintance of mine. She's a magician too, a rather impressive figure in the criminal world. She may know something about them. So you want to keep them? Of course I do. I know an opportunity when I see one. You grit your teeth. Nate likes to play with death way too much. These cards are dangerous. Oh please, how could you know? And even if they are, well, I'm immune for years to come now, and you're a magician. Which doesn't make me immune. I won't force you to work with me if that's what you're implying. How kind of you. You can't help being sarcastic. How can you say this after dragging you into a murder cover-up? After blackmailing you? And why do you even care? Why did you agree to come here with him in the first place? I can't be bothered to romance the guy who clearly wasn't healthy for us. Sorry. You were friends and you can't just forget it. You would have never have become them if it weren't for the circumstances. Your friendship was born out of desperation and cravings for survival, not genuine sympathy. And yet it was friendship all the same. You got lost in your thoughts again? It's not like I can fully control it, especially with all the shit happening. I have an idea in mind. For every question you ask me, we drink. For every question I ask you, we drink again. What do you say? You need to relax, and so do I. A small mug of ale won't kill you, I promise. You have questions for me? You already know where it's going. Nate wants to ask you about the capital, about the murder. Alright, but I ask first. You already asked 2 questions in a row, or maybe even more. I didn't count. You either play by my rules or don't play at all. He won't dictate terms to you, not this time. Not when he still owes you some answers. Nate lets out an annoyed sigh. As you wish. Ask then. Why have you been so mean to me? I swear, that's such a childish starter. What have you been doing all these years? At first I wanted to take your place. I was always better at stealing books and binding them, so I gave up on having a boring, peaceful life. I missed having problems, you know. As strange as it may sound. Coming from you, it doesn't sound strange at all. Stefania stays the same. She's one of my most useful finds. When I was just starting out, she spied for me in exchange for bread and a roof. Now she does the same for money. What about the kids from the library? Are they spying for you too? Yes, and they're treated much better than we were at the orphanage. You hate to admit that he's probably right. Nate raises his mug. To the orphan, young and old. Each of you take a sip. My turn to ask. You killed that noble, didn't you? You freeze, caught off guard by such straightforwardness. It's too much, even for Nate. Why does this question sound like a rhetorical one? I didn't kill anyone, you lie. Nate won't understand. Coincidence, then, his death and your sudden escape from the capital? You know how it is. If you have no one to arrest, find a scapegoat. I see. Nate doesn't believe you, but keeps his thought to himself, and you're grateful for that. Your turn, by the way. He takes another sip of ale. You don't. Consumed by memories you'd prefer to forget. Why have you been so mean to me? Really? Out of all the questions, you choose this one? You're not even sure what you mean by it. Nate's current behaviour or how he used to treat you in the past. Both, probably. I'm curious. Stop being a child. What reaction did you expect showing up on my doorstep after 5 years of absence? Warm hugs? And before you say anything, I'm grateful you helped me with Theo. I am, but you simply returned me a favour. I don't owe you anything. The second winter in the orphanage, you're sick. You're so sick you can't walk. Your body is hot, but you're constantly shivering, and even 2 blankets are not enough. The only medicine they gave you is barely warm vegetable broth. You're getting worse with every day, and then you start coughing blood. Nate disappears. He comes back the next morning with a small vial in his hand. The matron is furious and orders him to be whipped for his escape. He takes his punishment. You take the elixir he brought. He lies in bed all week after that. You spend the same week running and playing with the other kids because you're finally healthy. I didn't say you owed me. I answered your question. My turn. Why don't you trust me? It sounds like an accusation, and you jump to your defense. What makes you think that I don't? Or sometimes words speak louder than actions. And here you thought Nate had left the subject of the murder alone. How naive of you. I do trust you. No, I don't trust him. You're too pushy. Don't you see it yourself? It didn't bother you when we were younger. It did, you think. I just kept my mouth shut so I wouldn't piss you off. But no word leaves your mouth. It's pointless anyway. Never mind. You drink again. My turn. Do you regret killing Theo? No, but even if I would, it doesn't matter. He's dead. It does though. He was a messenger, not a bandit, if you get used to it. You don't specify, but you know Nate knows what you mean. By a small wrinkle forming between his eyebrows. He has never killed any innocents before, not until Theo. Or maybe he had. Been 5 years after all. You're different people now. I'm just saying, this is a line you don't want to cross. Are you telling this to me or to yourself? Nate chuckles, but it's hollow. He takes another sip from his mug. You do the same, marrying him. A habit from childhood. Old habits die hard. You know, I've had enough ale for tonight. Let's go home. Now, what if I still have questions? Then you have to accept that I'm not answering them. Without waiting for your reply, Nate drains his mug in a few gulps and heads for the exit. You follow him in silence, wondering if your questions about Theo hit a nerve. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the first episode of Bookbinding and the first 3 days to cover. It seems we have a very deep mystery to uncover. Lots of suspicious things going on. And I didn't even know you could romance characters in this, so that's fun. For your information, I will not be romancing Nate. Potentially another character if they come up, but not Nate. From the sounds of it, they didn't have the healthiest relationship, and as much as this game clearly implies a lot of negative traits about both characters, both the MC and Nate, I don't think I want to make it worse by romancing a toxic relationship, essentially. But yes, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.